The newest hidden weapon in your health arsenal may just be the seaweed you stepped over to get into the ocean the last time you were at the beach. Sea moss has been around since the oceans first lapped the shore, but it's currently enjoying a surge in popularity because of its powerful immune-boosting nutrients. Sea moss is rich in natural minerals and high in iron and antioxidants that make it an all-around immunity booster and weight loss aid, which is why we're adding it to everything from smoothies and rice and beans. Sea moss can be taken in a gel liquid form to add to your smoothies or even applied directly to your skin or hair as a brightening treatment. It can also be used for baking, but in this video, we'll focus on how to make sea moss gel for topical application. Get ready to take some notes. We're jumping straight into sea moss gel making methods now. There are a couple of methods of making sea moss gel. It's fairly simple to do and basically requires you to wash your sea moss, soak it, or boil it, and then blend it. First off, you'll need your sea moss. If you're not lucky enough to live near the ocean, you can buy sea moss from online stores. Your local health store might also stock it. It's not hard to come by. Method 1. Raw. If you have raw, dried sea moss, here's what to do. Take some sea moss from your sealed container. About 30 grams of sea moss at a time is ideal. This will make about 500 grams of sea moss gel. The amount that you choose to use will depend on what you're wanting to do with it. You might use this amount over the course of a week, or you may use it all in one go. To start, vigorously clean the seaweed in a fresh, clean, alkaline water to get the excess salt and sand off. Sometimes there may be impurities, but they should come off easily. When the sea moss is dried, you can manhandle it a bit and give it a good clean. You might want to repeat this a couple of times. Next, using alkalized filtered water, cover the sea moss and allow it to soak for 24 to 48 hours. It tends to be that the longer you soak it, the easier it blends. As the sea moss expands, you'll need to add more water to cover it. It may be helpful to put something heavy over the seaweed to help keep it submerged. Over time, the sea moss will become a little slimy to touch. When the sea moss is soft enough, put it into a blender with a little water. It's best to initially pulse the blender to chop the seaweed up a bit before putting it on a consistent blend. Blend the sea moss for about 5 minutes. Now it's time to check the consistency of your sea moss gel. If you want it to be more liquid, just add some of the water you soaked the seaweed into the gel mixture. You can also use less water if you want the gel to set firm. The more water you use, the pastier it'll be. It really just depends on how you want to use it. Finally, pour the sea moss gel into a clean glass jar and store it in the refrigerator. If you want to apply it to your skin as a moisturizer, it'll be better off being a little pasty and smooth. That's all there is to it. Just a few things to bear in mind. If you don't clean your seaweed properly, you'll find that your sea moss gel may be gritty and very salty. Method 2. Cooked. To cook or not to cook? That is the question. If you want to cook your sea moss before using it, follow this method instead. As with method 1, begin by thoroughly cleaning your sea moss in fresh, clean water to remove any impurities and salt. Using alkaline filtered water, cover the sea moss and allow it to soak for 4 to 6 hours. Next, transfer the water and sea moss into a pot and allow it to simmer for 15 to 30 minutes. Top up the water as needed. Wait for the water level to reduce to a small amount. Take the sea moss and water mixture off the heat and allow it to cool. Once the sea moss is cooled sufficiently, transfer the mixture to your blender. Blend the sea moss into a smooth gel consistency following the same steps as with the raw sea moss. Finally, pour the sea moss gel into a clean glass jar and store in the refrigerator. That's the simplest sea moss recipe covered. But what if you want to add a unique scent or flavor? In this case, you can add some herbs and spices to your sea moss while boiling. Some good spices and flavorings to consider are cinnamon bark, bay leaf, vanilla bean, and nutmeg. It's up to you which method you use to make your sea moss gel, but generally method 1 is best because you know you won't be boiling all the benefits out of the moss, and all of the vitamins and minerals will remain intact. If you agree with raw foodies that once you cook it, you've killed it, then you may feel the same way about the sea moss gel. After all, the main reason most people choose to use and consume sea moss is for its nutritional benefits. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. I'm sure you'll enjoy our next video on 19 amazing health benefits and uses of sea moss for skin, hair, face, and weight loss. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.